You've created an amazing YouTube video that took you hours to make. You upload it with the hope of getting lots of views and engagement, but it's not performing as well as you had hoped. It happens to the best of us. Don't worry, you're not alone. In today's video, we'll be sharing some expert-level YouTube hacks to help you get more views. So let's dive into it. Welcome back to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hey there, welcome back to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on our latest content. Hey YouTubers, want to skyrocket your views in no time? I'm your name, and in this quick 1-minute guide, I'll share 5 proven tips to get more views on your YouTube videos. Let's dive in. The first step to getting more views on YouTube is to ensure you are crafting clickable titles. People often underestimate the significance of a title. They think that once people start watching your video, the title doesn't really matter anymore. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Your title is the first impression people have of your video. If it's not interesting enough, people will simply click away and move on to the next video. Therefore, it's important to ensure that your titles are clear, concise, and most importantly, they're intriguing enough to make people want to click on it. Here are a few quick tips to help you write more clickable titles. First, use strong keywords. Think about what words people might use to search for your video and include those keywords in the title. For example, if your video is about how to create a YouTube channel, some good keywords to use would be YouTube, channel, and create. Second, use numbers. People love lists. They're easy to read and digest, and they give people a clear understanding of what they're really going to get out of the video. For example, 5 tips to get more views on YouTube. Third, use questions. Questions are a great way to get people to click on your video because they make the viewer think about their own experience. They're also a great way to get people to ask themselves, how can I do this? For example, are you struggling to get views on YouTube? By following these simple tips, you can craft titles that are sure to get people clicking on your videos. Step 2. Make bold thumbnails. Your thumbnail is one of the most important aspects of your YouTube video. It is the first thing that people see when they see your video in search results or on the homepage. And if it's not eye-catching, people are just going to skip over your video and move on to the next one. That's why it's important to make sure that your thumbnails are bold, bright, and full of energy. One way to make sure your thumbnails are eye-catching is to use a tool like Canva. With Canva, you can easily create professional-looking thumbnails without having to spend hours on them. They have a variety of templates that you can choose from and customize to fit your video. They also have a drag-and-drop editor, which makes it easy to add text, images, and graphics to your thumbnail. When you're creating your thumbnail, be sure to keep a few things in mind. First, use bright colors. People are naturally drawn to bright colors, so make sure to use them in your thumbnail. Second, use clear text. Make sure that your text is easy to read and understand. Third, use expressive faces. People can tell when someone is smiling or frowning. Use this to your advantage in your thumbnail. By following these simple tips, you can create thumbnails that are sure to get people clicking on your videos. Step 3. Hook viewers in the first 10 seconds. The first 10 seconds of your video are crucial. This is the time when people are deciding whether they want to continue watching your video or skip to the next one. That's why it is important to make sure that your video hooks people in the first few seconds. One way to do this is to start with a question or a bold statement. For example, are you tired of feeling like you're not getting enough views on YouTube? This immediately gets people thinking about their own experience, and it makes them more likely to stick around. Another thing you can do is to start with a story. People are naturally curious. If you start your video with a story, people will be more likely to stick around to hear how it ends. Here's a pro tip for you. If you're going to start with a story, make sure it's relevant to the topic of your video. Otherwise, people may get confused and skip away. Finally, you can start with a tutorial or a how-to. People come to YouTube when they want to learn something new. If you can provide people with useful information in the first few seconds of your video, they're more likely to stick around. For example, in this video I'm going to show you how to get more views on YouTube. Remember, the first few seconds of your video are crucial. Make sure to use them wisely. Step 4. Optimize tags and descriptions. YouTube is a visual platform, but don't forget about the importance of tags and descriptions. These are 2 of the most important factors when it comes to getting your video ranked in search results. Tags and descriptions also help YouTube understand what your video is about. This helps them push your video to the right audience. So what should you do to make sure that your tags and descriptions are optimized? First, do your research. What are people searching for when they're looking for videos like yours? Once you have a list of keywords, start adding them to your tags and description. Be sure to use a variety of keywords so that you can reach a wider audience. Second, use a call to action. Tell people what you want them to do after they watch your video. For example, click here to get more tips on YouTube. Third, use emojis are a great way to spice up your tags and descriptions. They also help to make them more visually appealing. Just be sure to use them sparingly. By following these tips, you can make sure that your tags and descriptions are optimized for success. Step 5. Share your video. We've all heard the saying, no man is an island. Well, the same can be said for YouTube. No YouTube video is going to get views if it's not shared. Sharing your video lets people know that you've uploaded a new video and encourages them to click on it. Plus, it helps to spread the word about your channel to new potential viewers. There are a lot of different ways that you can share your video. You can post it on social media, Reddit, or even other websites. You can also reach out to other YouTubers and see if they would be willing to promote your video to their audience. Whatever you do, just make sure that you're putting your video out there as much as possible. We hope these tips have given you some insight into how to get more views on YouTube. Remember, it takes time and effort to grow on YouTube, but if you stick to it, you can achieve success. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And hey, if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next, or head over to our site for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.